Here we go again. Hey guys, it's Juan from the Fans POV, as if you didn't know already, here again to give you this week's sound off. So how about we get right down to it. So, the three headlines for this week. Number one, Kumorikhan makes the move to the Oregon Convention Center. Now, if you don't know, Kumorikhan is the oldest convention in Oregon. It's, I think, 15 years old now. And, you know, it's honestly one of the best. I've never been to myself, but I've had a lot of friends who've gone, and all they do is brag about it being as awesome as it is. So the fact that it's going to be at Oregon Convention Center, which is a pretty big convention center, first of all, not to mention like one of the main ones for the state, it's Oregon Convention Center, is pretty cool. If you guys are planning on going, totally make the trip. It's awesome. I know DC Douglas is going this year. The voice of Albert Wesker, Caitlin Glass, for all you Street Fighter fans and Orange High School Host Club fans out there, they'll be there. I wish I could make it because the fact that I'm always down for conventions, but as you know, I almost never have the time. So continuing on, Victoria Comic-Con's appeal to Victoria City was sadly denied. Now, if you haven't been following, Victoria Comic-Con lost about, I think, 2,000 of its funding from the city itself to be able to, obviously, fund the convention. So the people who worked on the Comic-Con were trying to be like, hey, you know, could you guys get it back to us? Because there's so many people that go to Victoria Comic-Con that not having it be like it was all the years before, you know, it would be disappointing. It would just probably be bad press. Sadly, the city didn't go through with it. They decided to give the money to a children's museum, which honestly isn't the worst thing that could happen. But even regardless, it's still pretty disappointing because, you know, I think we're all big convention goers. We all agree that if we want to go to a convention, we want it to be awesome, we want it to be fun. So, you know, lack of funding, you know, here's hoping it's still awesome. And last one on our list, New York City Comic-Con's weapons policy is now cardboard and foam only, and you must take your mask off when you come in. Now, I never done any cosplay that have weapons around it, but I know if you're going for realism, you know, metal weapons is probably what you're really going to want to go for, you know, to make it look obviously as realistic as possible. Having it be foam, well, I know that's kind of ruins it, I guess one could say. It's very similar to what's actually happening at Disneyland right now this year too. Or I think they've been doing it every year, but for their Mickey Mouse's Halloween party, I know if you're under 14 years old, the mask you have can't cover your face, and your eyes must always be seen, and of course all weapons must be foam. If you're an adult, you can't wear masks at all, so at least New York Comic Con allows you to wear the mask still. Here's hoping they don't go down that route. But we should be fine. Alright, moving on to the sound off picture. Last week we asked you who's your funniest duo. We had Cheech and Chong, Ren and Stimpy, Lloyd and Harry from Dumb and Dumber, Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane from Ted, Kevin Hart and The Rock from Ride Along, Jay and Silent Bob, Beavis and Butthead, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker from Rush Hour, Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum from 21 Jump Street. If I personally had to choose, I'd have to go with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker because Rush Hour is probably one of my favorite movie series. I think I've seen the third one way more times than I probably should have, considering it's not even my favorite of the series. But 1 and 2 are just awesome. Moving on, the con tip of the week. Okay, so this is one that I actually use myself. If you're cosplaying a character that has a difficult costume, you know, like a bunch of armor or a bunch of like accessories, be sure to bring a casual version of that costume. That way, you know, if you get tired and just like absolutely exhausted from carrying all the things, you can, you know, you can still be the character, just in a more casual version, so you don't miss any events instead of, you know, having to go home or change into your regular clothes. You know, always have something packed up, getting ready to go. Okay, moving on. Cosplay of the week. We have Captain Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter from Captain America, by the Cosplay Parents. Now, I'm a huge Captain America fan, and while I don't know much about Peggy Carter, I haven't seen the series too much, and I actually, forgive me, have not seen the first Avenger. This is a pretty great cosplay. I mean, you know, I'm always, I for one love couples cosplay, you know, so this is probably one of my favorite ones that I've seen so far on this sound off. Alright, moving on, we're going to be going on to our page model of the week, and we'd like to talk about Toni X Temptress. Now, I'm actually a really big fan of her because she did one of my favorite female characters in gaming, Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw. She did that at CatsuCon way back in March. And if you guys haven't checked it out, you totally should. If you go onto her page, Toni space X Temptress, you'll be able to check out the video the fans POV actually did on her as Juliet. It's pretty awesome. Besides that, she's been doing a lot of cool. She did like a Batgirl baseball outfit. That's pretty awesome. And Riku from Final Fantasy X. If you guys, you know, I know there's some Final Fantasy fans out there. Oh, we got social media posts for the week. We have Dealer Spotlight today. We got the Bluefin Tamashii Nations USA. So these guys are specifically for figures, actually. And they go to conventions and they have this, like, for example, they sell their like figure arts. It's really easy. You're able to pre-order specific figures also from them. Like, for example, right now on their Facebook page, they just uploaded Rock Lee from Naruto Shippuden. You're able to pre-order from their site, get it ready, good to go for you. They also have some Sailor Moon figures, all from Bandai. And their quality that they sell is really good, by the way. Like, the figures they sell are honestly really awesome. They're all posable. Like, there's a Sailor Moon one that they actually have pictures up on their Facebook page doing the full-on, like, the pose after the transformation sequence. You got some Bruce Lee, some more cute, like, Hello Kitty. You know, one for every type of fan out there. Definitely recommend you guys check them out. It's, once again, Bluefin. Oh, excuse me. Bluefin Tamashii National USA. And then Artist Spotlight, we will have talk about Rarity's Boutique. Now, I am somewhat of a fan of the name. Back in the day, I used to be into, like, you know, that pony scene. A lot of my friends were in it. Yeah, so Rarity's Boutique is all about the hoodies. You know, like the ones you see, I'm sure you've seen like a bunch of ads on Facebook for like these really cool like Flash, Superman, Batman hoodies. Well, these guys actually sell it. They have a full-on collection of like the Evolutions going on right now. It looks pretty simple. Definitely something I would wear in public. Maybe without the ears. They got some cool Pokemon Go designs like Team Mystique, Team Valor, or my personal team, Team Instinct. Come on. Whoever's out there, you gotta show some love for our leader. And the quality of their clothes is really good. Like, there's one specifically of Team Instinct on their page that is all yellow with like the black hoodie. Like, it looks like the leader's clothes almost from the game itself. And Watchin Wednesday, we're gonna be going on to Richie Branson's Wing Zero LP. Definitely we'll be having a link on it in the description below, something you can really check out. The Otaku Your Kingdom. And moving on, once again, we'll be going on to the Peachy Paradise performance from Akaicon 2016. Once again, video on the description below. It's going to be on YouTube, something for all to check out. And the Saturday skit was the cosplayer Anonymous from Anime Boston. So be sure to check both of those out. It'll be easy. And convention update from us here at the Fans POV. So we will be at ImmortalCon in Ronkonkoma. I hope I said that right. Ronkonkoma, New York in September 24th. And I will personally be at Santa Rosa Toy Con the same day, September 24th. So anyone in the Northern California area, you know, if you see me, as always, come say hi. I will be making a very rare appearance at, at one of the cons here. And if you recognize me, well, that would just make my day. Alright, so, sound off picture for this week. If a red shirt, Sean Bean, a black guy, Steven Seagal's new bride, generic orcs, and Kenny all walk into a movie scene, who dies first? Let's actually think about this. I'd probably give it to Kenny. Even, yeah. Sorry, Kenny. Alright, and of course, always be sure to check out our social media. We got the Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, Tumblr, and Periscope. Be sure to check us out at thefanspov.com. And if you guys ever want to leave us some mail, always check out at info@thefanspov.com. Once again, thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. Hopefully you're all having a great week. Let's make this next week even better. Once again, keep doing what you're doing. Hope you're doing what you love. Next week will be Ricardo. Alright, so be sure to give him some love as always. Alright guys, signing off. Later.